Archangel Michael declares, "You asked God for a sign. Here it is, but be warned. This is not the gentle whisper you anticipated. Rather, it is a thunderous call to immediate awareness." Do not skip this message, for what you are about to hear carries the weight of the heavens and the urgency of now, as a spiritual unrest has settled upon your soul, a disquiet you have desperately sought to understand, and this divine intervention is the answer to your fervent plea, the sign you requested delivered with a gravity that demands your undivided attention. This is not a simple message of comfort, but a divine decree, revealing the true nature of the sign you sought, a beacon illuminating a spiritual battlefield that requires your immediate and focused response, because this sign is not an affirmation but a warning, a critical alert about an impending challenge that demands recognition and action. Your unease, that lingering sense of something amiss, is not a sign of weakness but an echo of divine presence, and the heavens are aligning to reveal the source of your disquiet. For this is a call to a path where you are meant to walk, not a casual aside but a purposeful intervention into your life. The divine timing of this message, delivered through the grace of Jesus Christ, is no accident, as it arrives now because your soul is at a critical juncture, and the path you walk is under spiritual assault. And it is through this divine channel that the heavenly realms are answering your earnest prayers, opening a way to guide you through a dangerous passage. This message is not from an earthly source, but a declaration from the highest authority, delivered through Archangel Michael, the celestial guardian and messenger of God, whose voice is a powerful command that echoes through the spiritual planes. And when this messenger speaks, heaven itself pauses to listen. This is not just a gentle suggestion, but an urgent call to spiritual arms, for the battle you are engaged in is far more significant than you might perceive, and its implications touch every facet of your existence. Should you choose to ignore this divine warning, the unease you feel will intensify, creating a domino effect that could lead to a loss of faith, fractured relationships, and a life adrift from the divine plan set for you. Understanding the true nature of the sign you have received is not merely an act of curiosity, but a matter of spiritual survival, for the surface meaning is not the true intent, and you must look beyond the obvious to find the core wisdom and truth that is hidden within this message. Be warned, beloved, not all light is divine, and not all that appears to be good comes from God. And it is through this warning that you will understand that discernment, guided by prayer and faith, is your most powerful weapon in this battle, allowing you to recognize the wolf disguised as a sheep. This sign, a response to your heartfelt request, is more than a simple answer, as it is a call to engage in a spiritual war, and through this divine message, you will be given the strength and knowledge to enter this battle prepared, understanding that your prayer for guidance was a divine calling for action, not for passive acceptance. The very act of seeking a sign is deeply rooted in the human desire to connect with God and to find clarity in an often confusing world. For throughout biblical history, we see countless stories of those seeking signs to confirm their path and to feel the presence of the divine, as when Gideon asked for a sign, and the Lord graciously gave it to him, confirming that he was chosen for God's purpose. Your request, like those who came before, is an essential part of your spiritual journey, a valid expression of your longing for divine connection. However, it is critical that you understand that the heavens respond to our earnest prayers, and that the spiritual realm is active, not passive. And your desire for a sign has opened a clear channel of communication, which requires an equal measure of discernment to ensure you properly understand the message being delivered. Your request was not made in a vacuum, for the spiritual world is acutely aware of your intentions and desires, and now, As you have opened a door, you must take responsibility to navigate this new pathway with the wisdom God provides. Understanding the sign is not just a gift, but also a significant spiritual responsibility. As you move forward, be wary of the deceptive nature of the world, for not all that glitters is gold, and many temptations will be laid before you, disguising themselves as divine blessings, which is why discernment, coupled with deep prayer and meditation, will be your strongest defense against deception, which will allow you to see beyond superficial appearances and into the very core of the truth. As the deceptive wolves have always disguised themselves as the gentle sheep, making it incredibly difficult for you to identify the true source of this sign. Know that this initial sign is only the very beginning, like the tip of an iceberg, hinting at a much deeper truth that must be uncovered. For each layer that you peel back will provide new context and new information, requiring you to act, which will then result in more divine guidance and support from the heavens. Consider what you expected when you asked for a sign. Did you anticipate that the heavens would send you a warning? Did you expect that your answer would carry such a significant sense of urgency? Perhaps you were seeking a peaceful affirmation, a moment of comfort, but instead you were given a critical call to spiritual awareness, as the truth you seek is not always comfortable, and the light of divine guidance can reveal shadows you may prefer not to see, and this is where the true strength of your spiritual character will be tested. There is a deceptive force at work, intricately connected to your prayer for a sign, but do not be misled into thinking this is necessarily a dark, malevolent power, as this force has the ability to masquerade as light, to appear as a guiding hand while secretly leading you astray. And this will require that you use your discernment and spiritual gifts to identify the subtle ways in which this deception is working. Be watchful, for not all light comes from God, and there are those who will use the guise of divinity to manipulate and control, as the path to truth is paved with both blessings and challenges, requiring you to be deeply rooted in prayer and faith to navigate it correctly, understanding that this is not the end, but rather the first step in your journey toward full spiritual awareness. Understanding the implications of this sign is just the beginning, and the heavens have more to reveal to you as your journey progresses. And this message is not a solitary event, but the first in a series of divine communications designed to guide you through this spiritual battle. And these revelations will build on each other, creating a mosaic of understanding which, with faith and patience, will reveal your path and your ultimate purpose in the eyes of God. To fully understand the depth and implications of this sign, you must continue with this message and do not skip forward, for every part of this message is vital for your protection, and the knowledge that you seek is not far away.